Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this tassel bag. This bag is a beauty to behold, and I must say that camera is not doing justice to this beauty that's in my front now. I'm sure when you do yours you can relate to whatever I'm saying. So if this looks like what you're interested in, then you should keep on watching. For this tutorial, you're going to need a size 10 sugar beads, a size 6 crystal beads. I used a total of 8 strands. You need a 0.70mm fishing line, a 0.50mm fishing line if you are using the crystal beads, but if you are using a rubber crystal, this 0.70mm fishing line will work. You also need an aluminum handle. I understand that there's a big version and the small version of it, so make sure that yours is 10.5cm wide. You need an embroidery thread. About 4 of these will be enough for this bag. You also need a measuring tape, and of course you need a scissors. So these are basically all the materials you need for this bag. So let's get right into the video. We're going to start by cutting the length of fishing line you can handle, and on your right hand side you're going to string 6 beads and you crisscross with the last one. So we made our first ring. This is like the first row. Now for the second row, on your right hand side you're going to place 5 beads and you crisscross with the last one. Now you're going to place your fishing line to the next bead here, and on the other hand, which is your right hand side, you're going to place 4 beads and you crisscross with the last one. You place your fishing line to the next bead, and on the other hand you're going to place 4 beads and you crisscross with the last one. So now you're going to place your fishing line through these beads. On the other hand, you place 4 beads and you crisscross with the last one, and you do that for this one again, and I'll meet you at this point. Now when you've gotten to this point here, you're going to place your fishing line through these 2 beads here, and on the other hand you're going to place 3 beads and you crisscross with the last one. So now we've come to the end of the second row. Now for the third row, you're going to place your fishing line through the next beads here, and on the other hand you're going to place 4 beads and you crisscross with the last one. Now you place your fishing line to the next bead here, and on the other hand you're going to place 3 beads and you crisscross with the last one. Now as you can see, we have a ring of 6 and a ring of 5. Now the next one we are going to be doing is a ring of 6, and for this point here we're going to be having a ring of 5. This point here will be a ring of 6 and a ring of 5. So for the next one here, I'm going to place my fishing line through these 2 beads here, and as you can see there are 3 beads involved on this ring. Now I'm going to be adding 3 beads to make it a ring of 6. So on this other hand I'm going to place 3 beads and I'll crisscross with the last one. Now we're going to be making a ring of 5. So you're going to place your fishing line through this bead here, just 1 bead here, and as you can see there are 2 beads involved in this fishing line, just 2 beads, and on the other hand you're going to place 3 beads and you crisscross with the last one. Now we're going to proceed in making our ring of 6, so I'm going to do that for the last time. I'll place my fishing line through these 2 beads here, and on the other hand I'm going to place 3 beads and I crisscross with the last one. Now the next one will be a ring of 5. So I'm going to place my string line through this bead, and on the other hand I place 3 beads and I crisscross with the last one. So this is the process we'll be repeating. We'll be making a ring of 6 and a ring of 5, a ring of 6 all round, and I'll meet you at this point. Now when you get to this point, we're going to be making a ring of 5 because the previous one and this one here was a ring of 6. So you're going to place your string line through these 2 beads here, and on the other hand you're going to place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. So this is the end of row 3. Now for row 4, you're going to place 3 beads on your right hand side and you crisscross with the last one. And then you're going to place your string line through the next bead here, and on the other hand you're going to place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. Now you place your string line through the next bead, and on the other hand you're going to place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. So this is basically the process we'll be continuing until we get to the end of this row. For this row here we have a ring of 4 all through, so you're going to repeat all what we did here until you get to this point. So when you get to this point here, you're going to place your string line through these 2 beads here, and all you have to do now is to take 1 bead and you crisscross. We are done making the base of the bag, and now it's time to start building the body. Now to begin the body of the bag, we are basically going to repeat everything we did in row 4 here. So that is, on your right hand side you're going to place 3 beads and you crisscross with the last one, and then you place your string line through the next bead, and on the other hand you place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. You go to the next bead like this, and on the other hand you place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. So now my string line is almost exhausted, but I'm going to weave in the ends of this string line. In case you don't know how to weave in the ends of your string line, you can check my video right here. That video contains everything you need to know about how to bead a bag. So for this row you are basically going to repeat everything we did here. That is, you're going to place your string line to the next bead, and on your right hand side you place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. You're going to repeat that until you get to the ending here. Now when you've reached the ending here, you're going to place your string line through these 2 beads, and then you are going to take just 1 bead and you crisscross. So we've come to the end of row 1 for the body of the bag. So you're basically going to repeat everything we did in row 1 here 8 more times. That is a total of 9 rows. You do that and I'll meet you at the end. So I've come to the end of row 9, and so far this is how my work is looking. So now the next thing you are going to do is to create a support for this bag, just to give it shape. Now if you look at your bag very closely, you see that some beads lie horizontally and then some beads lie vertically. Now on those beads that lie vertically, that means their hole is pointing straight up like this. You are going to locate the 4th one, which is 1 2 3 4. On the 4th one you are going to place your fishing line. You're going to cut a short fishing line, not that short, and then you're going to place it inside this hole here. And on your right hand side you're going to place 3 beads and you crisscross with the last one. So this is how it's going to look like. Now you go to the next bead and you place your fishing line. And on your right hand side you're going to place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. You go to the next bead again, you place your fishing line. And on your right hand side you're going to place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. And then you go to the last one, which is this one. You place your fishing line. And on your right hand side, you're going to place 2 beads and crisscross with the last one. So we are done with the first support, or you can call it the pillar. So all you have to do now is that you're going to weave in the ends of this fishing line. So after you are done weaving in ends, you're going to make the next pillar. To know where to place your fishing line, you're going to count from this point here, 1 2 3, and on this point here, this line, you're going to place your fishing line on the 4th bead. You're basically going to repeat everything you did here. That is, on your right hand side, you're going to place 3 beads and you crisscross with the last one. You go to the next one here. On your right hand side, you place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. You repeat that, and when you get to the end, you're just going to weave in ends. So you're going to repeat this process all around until you get to this point here. So I'm done making the pillars for the bag, and so far this is how it's looking. Now it's time to make the handle of the bag. For the handle, I matted 40 rings by 3 rows, and I used the crystal beads and the 0.50mm fishing line. Now in case you are using another bead, the length of the handle is 12 inches. And in case you are not familiar with how to mat a bag, you can check my tutorial right here. I showed there in details how to mat a beaded bag. You check that video and come back to this point. So when you get to this point here, you're going to place your handle like this. You're going to place 1 crystal on this fishing line, and you take that same fishing line and place it to this bead here. After you've done that, you're going to take 1 crystal bead and you crisscross. So you get something like this. Now the next thing you do is that you're going to take your fishing line through this bead here and this other fishing line through this bead here. You take 1 crystal and you crisscross. Now you take your fishing line through these beads here, and you take this other fishing line through these beads here. Now you take 1 crystal and you crisscross. So this is the process you are going to be continuing. You're going to repeat that all up until you get to the ending here. So when you get to this point here, you're going to place 1 crystal to this fishing line, and you're going to place that fishing line through these beads here. All you have to do is that you're going to take 1 crystal and you crisscross. So this is how your work should be looking. So now you place the fishing line on your right hand side to these beads here, and the fishing line on your left to these beads here. Then you take 1 crystal and you crisscross. Now you place your fishing line to the next bead here, and your left hand fishing line to this one, and you take 1 crystal and you crisscross. Now you pass your fishing line through the crystals here, as if you are making another crisscross, but you are not adding any beads. Just like this, just to secure everything. And now all you have to do now is that you're going to weave in the ends of this fishing line. So after weaving in ends, you're just going to repeat the exact same process you did on this handle on the second handle. After you've done that, you're going to proceed in attaching this handle to the bag. I'm just going to locate the line which our pillar fell to, which is this bit here, and by the side here I'm going to place my fishing line. And on my right hand side I'm going to place 3 beads and I crisscross with the last one. So I'm going to have something like this. Now you go to the next bead, you place your fishing line, and on this fishing line here you're going to place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. Now you turn, and on the fishing line facing outside, which is this one, you're going to place 3 beads and you crisscross with the last one. So this is like the row 2, and then the next thing you do is that you're going to place your fishing line through this next bit here, and on the fishing line facing outside you're going to place 2 beads and you crisscross with the last one. You're basically going to repeat everything you did here and at this row 2 here 3 more times. That means we are going to have a total of 5 rows. You do that and I'll meet you at the end. So this is the 5th row. Now when you've gotten to this point, you're going to place the handle like this, and then you bend your bead. Now on this fishing line here facing this side, you're going to place 1 sugar bead, and on this bead here you're going to place your fishing line, and then you take 1 fresh bead and cross. Place your fishing line through the next bead like this, and you place your fishing line through the next bead here, and then you take 1 bead and you cross. So this is where you're going to do a lot of pulling. After you've done that, all you have to do is to take back your fishing line, that is, you weave in ends and you cut out your fishing line. So after you've done your first handle, you're going to count from this point here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and on the 11th bead you're going to repeat everything we did at this point. To make the tassel, you are going to measure your bag. My bag is 5 inches, so I'm going to look for a paper that's around 6 inches. That's 5 inches plus 1 inches. So this my jotter was perfect for me. So you're going to look for a paper that's around 6 inches, and then you start making your tassel with it. You're just going to wrap your embroidery thread on the book. You're going to wrap it 500 times. I count mine in 2s. That is, I just count 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I'm just going to do this 250 times. You understand now? So I'm counting it in 2s. So I've done the 500 wraps, and the next thing I'm going to do now is to cut out this thread. Then I'm going to wrap up the same thread 4 times together like this, just like this. There are 4, and then I'm going to cut it out and keep one side. And then you take this one here and you pull out the wraps, the thread out. Just be careful so that they won't come out scattered. Now you arrange it a little bit, and then you're going to take that thread you place down there and you tie. Now I tie like 4 times, 3 to 4 times, just to secure the knot very well. Make sure you don't pull this thread too tight before you hear poop. This thread is not that strong like that, so you pull, but don't pull with all your strength. So this is the 3rd tying, and then I'm going to tie the last one. This is the last one. Now after you've done that, you're going to cut this place here. Y'all, I had to buy new scissors because of this work. I wanted to come out very neatly. Not that my last scissors is bad, but I just want it to be perfect because I don't like rough work to just annoy me. So this is how it's looking. Now the next thing is to arrange this thread together. Next, we are going to take one thread, just one thread from the roll, and you're going to arrange your work like this. This place is very important. You be careful of how you hold it because this place has to be very neat. And remember, this knot that you tied is going to be under, and then you're going to wrap it like this. If you used to plait hair, this is where your skill will show. You know that tie thread hairstyle, this is where your skill will show. Like seriously, I know how to plait hair, so that is why it's a bit, my skill is showing here. So you tie it neatly. Actually, I can't say you will wrap it like 20 times or 30 times or 10 times. Things that just use your eye to judge it. If it's okay, then you stop, and then when you know that it's okay, you are going to cut it an inch more. Like you're going to cut it, but don't just cut it here, you cut it a little bit longer, and then you start making a knot. I always make a knot 5 times. This is how I'm making my knot too. I always make a knot 5 times. You see, like I said earlier, if you know how to plait tie hair, the African hairstyle, this is where your skill will show. This is the 3rd tying, and this is the 4th tying, and this is the last time. So after tying your knots, you're going to take that same thread and you take one thread here, and then you tie it 3 times together like this. Like this. 1 1 2 2 3, and then you pull it down. This tying is just to secure the thread you used to go around. So this is how it should be looking. Now lastly, remember the length of this point was 5 inches, so we are going to measure that out and cut out the excess. You're going to place your tape like this, and then you measure out 5 inches. Hold at that point, and at this place you cut it out. See how this is why I bought new scissors, so that it will be very neat. So now this is how everything is looking. At the end of the day, we are still going to trim it because not all the 5 inches will be 5 inches. And so this is how to make the tassel for the bag. So you're going to repeat the same process 23 more times because we'll be needing a total of 24 tassel to make this bag. You do that and I'll meet you at the end. So I'm done making my 24 tassel. I will not lie, this was work. This tassel tested my patience. I had to think of the reason why I came to this life because of this tassel. I will not lie you, let me vent here. It was work. Well, I'm glad they all came out very neatly. So that's just my joy shot. So let's move on to the next step. So the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to cut out a long length of fishing line, and then you're just going to start from this point to pass your fishing line until you get to the top. We're going to leave this one like this because we'll be needing it very, very soon, much later. So just keep it somewhere like that. And then you're going to start stringing your tassel into the back. So now you're going to place, this is how I'm placing my tassel. You're going to place it like this. You've seen it, Abby? Okay. And then you're going to pass it through the next sugar beads. You take the next tassel, you do the same thing. Then you pass it to the next beads. I believe this this process is the most easiest of all the steps in this bag. So you just repeat the same thing. So you're going to repeat this until you've passed your fishing line round the back. So when you get to this point, you're just going to weave in the ends of your fishing line. If you like, you can weave in till you get to this point here and you make a knot and tie them together, then weave in the remaining one just to secure the knot. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So after you've done that, you're just going to place the back at your eye level and you trim it in a way that you want your tassel to look like. I needed to like do this off camera, but I'm still in the camera though, so that I get what I want. So after trimming the tassels, the last thing you need to do is to add your drawstring back into the bag. If you don't know how to make this bag, you can check my video right here. There I showed how to make a drawstring bag for any bag type, so you check that out if you want to make your own drawstring. And that brings us to the end of this tutorial, and I really hope you found this helpful. If you did, kindly give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend it to more people. And if you've not subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on more content to come. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.